Hello, it's a little bit windy up here today, but hopefully you'll be able to hear. Now, I've had a couple of emails from people in the States wondering what an allotment is. I think it's a typically British thing. They were very big during the Second World War because lots of people either dug up patches of their garden or a communal part of grass and grew their own vegetables during the Second World War. But I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the allotment here. It's very, very big, so I'm just going to show you a few bits, and then later on I'll show you my garden at home. Now, this one that you can see is mine. I've got my potatoes down the end there and in all these beds. I just need to dig this one over and put the last few in there. And then at the end, if you remember, we planted a load of fruit. So that's coming up. The rhubarb's coming up ever so slightly there. I hope you can see it. The leaves are quite big. And then I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in these next two, but we'll figure that out when we get there. So that's one of the allotments. And here is the second one. This is the one that I showed you with all the brambles in. I went back to the very first, or the one where I said clearing brambles, and I looked at it and I thought, my goodness, I've done so much, so I'm really pleased. Now here, in this one here, I've put some onions, some garlic, and in between the rows I've put some beetroot and some radishes. And then up here there's some more onions. If we go across to this one here, I've got onions in here, and I've also put the carrots in as well, so they're surrounding. If you look at a previous video, you'll see that I tried two things and I found that this one worked better. And let's just go up, and I've got my bean poles right at the very end with my trench dug all ready. Now we'll just have a quick pan round. I'll just show you the few that are surrounding us. There's an awful lot of allotments here. There's about 100, I think. But it's a big space, and what you do is you rent a certain amount off of either the council, or some of them, not this allotment but other allotments, are privately run, and you rent that little part of your patch basically off every year, and the price has just gone up. So anyway, that's another matter, we're sorting that out, but that's how they work. It's a big patch of ground and you rent certain little plots off. So I'll just give you a show of the ones that surround me. Now I have lots of lovely people who surround me. They keep them very, very tidy. The guy next door, he's really, really good. As you can see, it stretches all the way over to the trees there. Well, I hope that's made it a little bit clearer of in Britain how an allotment is run. If you've got any more questions, then just email me and I'll try and answer them for you. But I'll do some work here and then I'll go back home and I'll show you my garden, which is very, very tiny, very small indeed. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, and here we have my back garden. As you can see, it's quite small. It's perfect for the kids to play in, but there's two small greenhouses right there by the door. And then we go up to a nice little flower bed. And then if we go up a little bit further past the obstacle course that the children have made, right there in the corner there's some strawberries. I have some strawberries there. And that's the big greenhouse where you sometimes see me filming. It's full of seeds at the moment because it's quite cold today. I'm leaving it closed. This patch here, I used to have raspberries and strawberries and some rhubarb in here, but I've taken those and I've put them in the allotment now. And then we've just got a bit of grass and a few pots down the end, and in the corner there's my herb patch. Well, I won't show you the front garden. The front garden's very, very tiny, and all I've got is a couple of little borders, very, very short, and lots of pots. I've used old chimney pots as some pots. They're great if you can get hold of them. But that's what I've got. The garden's very, very small. If I had all of my vegetables in the garden, I would have taken over the entire garden. Well, I hope that's made it clear to you the difference between an allotment and a garden, and now hopefully you can picture when I'm talking, and depending on where I am, where things are happening. Okay, so I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.